Once upon a time, there was a happy and hardworking ant named Tiny Ant. Tiny Ant was part of a large ant colony, and he spent his days scurrying through the forest in search of food. He was familiar with every corner and every leaf of the forest. He knew the scent of every flower, and he could tell you where every branch led. For Tiny Ant, the forest was like a giant playground. One day, while Tiny Ant was foraging as usual, a stray leaf separated him from his colony. Panicked, Tiny Ant had no idea where to go, and he looked around desperately. He ran everywhere, calling out for his colony, but to no avail. His colony had seemingly vanished into thin air. Just then, a brave bee named Buzz noticed Tiny Ant. Buzz was a helpful bee, and seeing Tiny Ant's distressed state, he approached him. "What's wrong, little friend?" Buzz asked. Tiny Ant told Buzz what had happened, and Buzz decided to help him. "Don't worry," Buzz said. "We'll find your colony together." Together, they set off on a quest to find Tiny Ant's colony. Along their journey, they met other creatures of the forest. A young squirrel guided them, a wise owl gave them advice, and a cheerful butterfly cheered them on. Tiny Ant and Buzz made new friends with every step. One day, Tiny Ant and Buzz encountered a sad ant named Lost in the depths of the forest. Lost had also lost his colony and was searching for them. Tiny Ant and Buzz decided to help Lost, and the three of them continued their search for the lost ant colonies. As they listened to Lost's story, Tiny Ant and Buzz learned that he was just like them, lost in the forest and searching for his colony. Tiny Ant felt empathy for Lost and decided to do everything he could to help him. Together, the three friends searched every corner of the forest. They searched under sunny trees, in shady caves, and in lush meadows. They examined every leaf, smelled every flower, and followed the path of every branch. Along the way, they had many adventures. They crossed a river together, escaped a storm, and faced a pack of hungry wolves. They supported each other through every challenge and never gave up their search. Finally, after a long and arduous journey, Tiny Ant, Lost, and Buzz all managed to find their colonies. They burst into tears of joy and happiness and hugged each other. Everyone was overjoyed to be reunited with their colony. Tiny Ant, Lost, and Buzz had not only found their colonies on this adventure, but had also formed new and valuable friendships. They had learned to help each other, never give up, and never lose hope. As Tiny Ant and Buzz said goodbye, they promised to see each other again. Tiny Ant thanked Buzz for his help and said he would never forget their adventure. Buzz also told Tiny Ant and Lost that he was happy to have made new friends. Tiny Ant returned to his colony with a heart full of gratitude and new memories. He shared his adventure with his fellow ants, who were amazed by his bravery and friendship. Tiny Ant's story became a legend in the ant colony, a reminder of the importance of teamwork, perseverance, and hope.